Dear friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Uday Mitra. My previous two videos I made on safety and I will continue on safety only because as I told you that safety first. So initially I'll be discussing about the safety because you boys or girls, especially these videos are for the newly joined, those who are newly joined on ship. As you are new to the ship, you should know all these safety parts first to save yourself. Today I will start discussing because initially when you join, maybe first 1 or 2 days, your senior won't give you any direct responsibilities or duties. But after a few days you have to perform your duties and your responsibilities. So suppose your senior say, okay, you go and add some chemical or you find out this chemical. Because on board ship we are using different type of chemicals for different purpose. Mainly the chemicals used on board are liquid and some chemicals are powder which is to be mixed with water. Even liquid chemicals also sometimes as per the instruction on the container, we follow the instruction of the container and accordingly we work. So first of all, before handling any chemical, you have to read the instruction pasted on the container. That is the very vital important. Then as usual, you know that your personal safety gear or personal safety equipment you have to use. But especially while you are handling chemicals, except boiler suit or safety shoe and helmet, you must use goggles for eye protection. For chemical use, rubber hand gloves and face mask. These are three additional important things you have to carry and you have to use. Because as you know that the goggles, because on board ship, mostly we are used chemicals, they are mostly acidic and toxic. So acidic means if it directly comes on your skin contact, there will be a acid burn. So your boiler suit, full sleeves boiler suit is essential. If it splash on your face or on your eyes, you know the sequences. So must use goggles and face mask because as I told you, some chemicals are toxic. So if you inhale it, your respiratory problem may be there. So all this protection. So remember what all things as a safety gear or safety equipment you have to use. Please remember and please use this. Now on board we are use chemical for different purposes. Like we use chemical, mostly sometimes it comes in the liquid form or in the powder form. So as per instruction, and please always use chemicals in a plastic bucket. Don't in metal bucket or metal container. Try to use in plastic bucket or plastic container. So after mixing, you have to add chemicals. Normally in the boiler, we are adding chemicals for improving the quality of the boiler water, to prevent corrosion in the boiler. So we add chemicals, and these chemicals we add normally in the boiler feed tank or boiler hot oil tank. From there with the feed pump, your boiler water reach to the boiler for generating steam. Boiler chemical is there. Then next is for main engine jacket cooling water circulation, we have to maintain some pH value. All these details I will come afterwards. So we have to maintain so that this cooling water is becoming non-corrosive, because if it is becoming corrosive, the liner will be damaged, jacket will be damaged. So all these things you will know afterwards, what is liner, jacket and all. But just remember that we are using chemical for jacket cooling water treatment. Next we use chemical for removing carbon from different parts. Suppose you open the generator or main engine, some parts. So removing grease, oil, carbon, etc. we are using chemical. For cleaning purpose we use chemical. For air cooler cleaning, water side and air side, we have to use chemical. For cleaning engine room, we use chemical. For removing grease and oil, we use chemical. So, lot of uses there in chemical. These chemicals you must be handled, as I told you, with proper care. And initially, better you ask your senior how to use, and they will guide you. Initially, you take the guidance from them for handling, to prevent yourself and to prevent injury for everybody. What are the type of risk involved while you are handling chemical? As I told you, that chemical is toxic and it can burn your skin, acidic. So as you have protected your bodies, full sleeves, boiler suit and everything you have protected and you are handling. In that case also some chemicals spill on your body. So what will be your action next? If possible, try to, if it is on the boiler suit, try to remove the boiler suit and clean that area or rinse with that area with the running water continuously for 15-20 minutes. Same way, if it is splash on your eyes, try to put your eyes below running water and continuous wash for 15-20 minutes before you get some assistance. Suppose if you inhale some toxic gas, and first thing, in this point I should tell you, while you are handling chemicals and if it is written toxic, try to keep your face away from the chemical. It is possible. You can turn other side and slowly start putting so that your fumes, it will not directly come to your lung. So in case if you breathe this toxic liquid, what is my suggestion is immediately go to the open air, breathe in and breathe out continuously so that some relief may be there. Now, how to storage this chemical? This chemical, since I told you that it is a toxic, so it should not be in the engine room. It should be away from the engine room and in a chemical locker. It should be away from the engine room. And this locker should be under lock and key so that nobody can. And locker, normally on board ship, this locker key is with either second engineer or third engineer. It should be well ventilated. For that, there has to be one blower, and blower switch will be outside the room. So at least 10-15 minutes before you entering the room, you switch on the blower and ventilate the room, and then keep the door open for some time before you enter. Since most of the container comes plastic container, so due to rolling and pitching, some containers may get damaged. So this container you must try to keep on the wooden platform, and so that there is no movement due to rolling and pitching, no movement of the container, so that it may break or it may crack or it start leaking. There will be one fire extinguisher outside the locker room, so that in case of anything happen, you can extinguish the fire. Room should be well lighted so that you can see clearly everything. If you locate any spill inside the room, immediately you have to locate the container and clean the area. And suppose some chemicals is spill on the floor, so immediately clean it and mop it with fresh water few times. After use empty drums, don't throw at sea. Store it, keep it safe, and next port you just discharge it to the port and inform them that this was a chemical container, so we are discharging it. These people they will come and collect. Another thing is that the first time while you are handling chemical, you better to consult with your seniors and then handle. If you like it, you can share it and subscribe. And if you have anything to say, you can comment. Thank you.